All right. KKK. We have the Darya Pumpkin AU Chapter 3 Good Timing. Notes I live. Apologies for such a long delay between the publication of this chapter from the last. Between finishing grad school and starting a new job, I've had to put fanfiction on the wayside for some time. I now have a mostly complete outline and know where the story is going now. My writing schedule is still a mess, but I hope to straighten that out soon. Next chapter is already in the works and should hopefully come out soon. Thanks for everyone's patience who has stuck with the story. It is appreciated. Um, yeah, this stuff is. I'm really glad to see this because Hive Swap definitely could use some more good fanfic. Or some more fanfic. Period. um,
Just more in general.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Tags and stuff. We have mild language, Ken typical violence, bandfic, revolution, established relationship, developing friendships, kidnapping, canon relationships, and minor original characters. This has Stelzius. It has Pale Dartes. It has Pale Tisgora, and it has Pale whatever Branyan Daria's cute ship name is. Um, so very cool. I'm okay. Cool. And first line of dialogue is Mallek. So let's take it away.
27, 28, 29, and 30. All here, as promised, Ruben.
Your name is Malik Idolov, and you are having a typical Wednesday evening, meeting with lowbloods to trade illegal goods and services. Tonight you are with two of your usual associates, Rubin and his mate Sprit, Papina, on the outskirts of your cerulean neighborhood. After your neighborhood is on the main road, and past there is some forest that separates the road from the main Alternian River. The foliage prevents visibility from the road, and the roar of the river drowns out conversations for any passerby to hear. More importantly, it is an open area that provides a plausible escape routes for both parties in case the deal goes sour. An overall excellent place for trade for everyone concerned, despite it being close to high blood territory. You take a respectable step back as Rubin comes forward to look over the crate. You are not insulted by this. You've been trading with these two for months, but any smart lowblood always double-checks any deal made with anyone higher than Olive. No exceptions. As Rubin does his own count of the supplies, you watch the river rush by. The cattails shake in the breeze, and the hiss of the water almost smothers the mews of frogs and clicks of bugs. Your area is a hilly, almost cliff-like space, and from your high vantage point is the river. The river is laid out for you to see in its entirety. It makes you feel like a giant looking at a tiny map, or a doctor looking at the blue veins of someone's forearm. You follow the river's path as it flows down the slopes to the city proper. You see posh, high-blood lakefront clubs, their gaudy neon lights reflecting in pinks and purples off the mist of the rapids. The worn wooden piers of the Olive Run fishing and paddle boat rent shacks, the boats rocking up and down on the strong current. Then the gushing waste tunnels of the low-blood factories and warehouses. The squat brick buildings with massive chimneys that are thick and wide, barrel-shaped, and fish-belly white. There is always black smoke pouring out of them, even in the bright daytime. You linger on the dilapidated warehouse you saw Masked Chixie's last concert in before turning your gaze to the mud drying on your sneakers, swallowing the lump of emotion you feel settle in your throat. Rubin grunts, drawing your attention back to the trade. He gives you a thumbs up, satisfied, and motions for Peppina to go to you. She comes forward as he lifts the box onto their wagon, taking a flash drive out of her pocket. You remember when you first started doing these trades, she couldn't look at you, eyes trained to the ground and free hand clutching the hem of her maroon skirt as she silently handed you your goods. As soon as it left her hand, she would jump away and hide behind Rubin, clenching the back of his jacket or tugging the ends of her pigtails as she quickly explained the contents of the new drive while Rubin stood quiet but menacing, crossing his pudgy arms across his wide chest as he stared you down. Rubin is not a muscular troll, but he is built like a barge, and his pure density alone could cause problems for a wry high blood like yourself if you intended any problems. You would never, obviously, but still, just for the record. Tonight she looks you in the eyes and even smiles a little as she drops the bright orange flash drive into the palm of your hand.
Apparently we need Peppina, so who wants to voice her?
I can voice her. Hold on, let me pull up the fic.
Just jump in on it.
Hold on.
She's got like 3 lines.
Is it we each took one?
We did some snooping in the high blood building.
Alright. Wait. Hold on, fuck. Ah! Hold on once. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I don't know where we are.
It's like a third of the way down.
Alright, thank you. We did some snooping in the high blood building. Our friend Marcy and I cleaned less pedigree,
Says Peppina. She speaks clearly and confidently, leagues better than the stuttering, whispering mess she was the first time you met.
One of the heads of the spaceflight security left his computer unlocked. He followed your directions and downloaded as much as we could without setting off any alarms.
And this Marcy didn't see you, right?
You say. Peppina shakes her head.
We each took on different floors. She was 2 floors above me when I downloaded all of them.
You pocket the flash drive.
Sweet. Anything else I can do for you two?
Rubine, finished with loading the supplies, comes over and loops an arm around Peppina's shoulders. Peppina places her hand atop his. She looks up at him and tilts her head inquisitively, and he nods.
We're good for now,
She says, then turns her attention back to you.
These supplies should last us and the neighborhood for a while. Until then, see you next month? Same time and place.
You nod. You shake hands with Rubine and give Peppina a fist bump. Then turn around and go back the way you came, making sure to go in the opposite direction that they traveled from. As you trudge up the hill back to the main road, you glance back over your shoulder. The 2 rust bloods follow the worn path along the river downstream, towards the lower blood neighborhoods. The 2 walk close next to each other, Rubine dragging the wagon behind with one hand, the one back wheel squeaking like it always does, his other hand floating closer and closer to Peppina's. You watch him take her hand and thread their fingers together. You feel a little tug in your chest, but push the sensation away as you focus on your own path, running the last few steps up the hill to begin your short trek through the forestry back to the main road and your neighborhood. That tugging feeling seems to happen to you a lot when you see people have each other, seeing people with friends. You decide to head straight home. Your curiosity itches to see what might be on this drive. You have hit a dead end in your hacking for a while now, so you will happily take anything at this point that might offer even a little bit of help. Maybe there were some new codes, keywords for breaking firewalls? The possibilities were endless, and it made you that excited type of anxious that had you speed walking home as fast as possible. When you reach the main entrance of your apartment building, there is a cerulean girl blocking the main entrance. She stands right in front of the doors, distracted by her phone. You rack your brain for anyone in your building that you've seen who has waist-length hair and 3 eyes, but come up with nothing. You don't recognize her.
Hey, hate to be a bother,
You say as you approach her.
but could you move?
Her head jerks sharply in your direction, her 3 eyes locking onto your face. She smiles.
Tell me, are you Mallek Adilov?
She closes her phone with a snap and pockets it. You feel the hair on the back of your neck begin to stand up. However, you are a chill Jude. You shrug acting casual.
Yeah? And you're?
Ardata Carmia.
She extends a hand for you to shake.
You've seen my videos. I'm quite famous.
You have never seen or heard of this girl before in your life. You are so taken aback that you find yourself extending your hand without even thinking about it. Her hand is cold and grip is intense, like shaking hands with a statue.
I don't think I.
She gives you 2 more quick, solid shakes before releasing you. You ignore the urge to massage your hand.
You have. They were probably too spectacular for you to remember, as they appear to be the most exciting things in your life. At least, more exciting than when you might be expecting your next piercing.
She cackles. Literally cackles, like a witch in a fairy tale, finding out that she has successfully poisoned the princess, and the kingdom is hers for the taking. You are now uncomfortable.
That's. Great.
You say. You put your hands in your hoodie pocket and grip the flash drive. You don't think you're going to have to abscond, but if you do not want to lose that thing.
Mind telling me how you know who I am?
She settles down and waves you off.
Nothing to worry about, darling. Your name came up in the cerulean registry when I looked up this building. My interest in making your acquaintance is purely for business relations. Nothing more.
You quirk up an eyebrow.
Business relations.
She smiles wider now, lips curling up her cheeks. And you are more uncomfortable.
I wanted to propose a purely professional relationship that you will be extremely amenable to. I am in need of some resources that you are uniquely equipped to provide for me. We could discuss the details in your hive. Hand me your keys.
She reaches for your hoodie pocket.
Whoa, hey, wait.
You step away from her reach.
Listen, you seem very passionate about this. Whatever it is, but I genuinely have no idea what you're talking about.
She appears a bit surprised by your actions, stepping back and looking you over. Then she frowns and scoffs.
I wouldn't have pegged you for the type to turn stupid when starstruck by a celebrity. Seems I was mistaken. I'll turn my intelligence down a notch for you to show you I can be kind. Of course you know what I'm talking about. I thought you would prefer it if I didn't say the exact particulars out in the open, seeing as some of them may not be appropriate for drone or passerby ears, hence going up to your hive. Preferably now, rather than later. Neither of us are exactly flush with time at the moment.
Sounds like you are making a lot of assumptions here.
You say. Your mind is racing, wondering what exactly she means. Does she know about your semi-legal activities? Pinned you for a revolutionary? But you're a chill dude, and don't show her your rising concern.
I think you have me mixed up with someone else. There's a lot of Malleks in this area.
There are not, and I am not mistaken.
Her face twists, features scrunching up as she huffs in frustration. She looks at you like you're something distasteful, like a smashed bug on the windshield, or dirty, sticky gum on the bottom of her shoe.
I see that you are going to be difficult about this, either from nerves of being in my auspicious presence, or from your own unsavory character. For the benefit of our future business together, I will be extremely gracious and put on another show of lowering my intelligence for your benefit and speak as plainly about this as I can. You're welcome in advance, by the way. I have been in search of some particular sensitive information. Oh, wait, what?
Oh, never mind.
No, it is Ardata. You have been in search of some particular sensitive information. Don't ask how I heard about this, though. It won't be helpful for you, trust me. You are in search of information, and I am in a unique position to give it to you. All you have to do is provide me something in return of equal value. Then our business will be done.
and we will go our separate ways. Have I been clear with you? Or do I need to speak to you more like a grub?
You do, and you don't know what she's talking about. But she's starting to piss you off now, so you don't care about that at the moment.
Crystal, it doesn't involve me. And even if it did, I'm not interested. Now get the hell out of my way, please.
Ardata stares at you for a moment, surprised. She clearly wasn't expecting you to refuse her. Then she smiles again, and shrugs.
I see you need some time to think it over.
She says, back to sounding smug and composed.
I can't blame you. My aura can be overwhelming for the weak of pusher. But before I go...
She pulls a card out of her pocket and hands it to you.
My business card has my channel and contact info on it. You reach out to me. It's only fair, seeing as I have made the first move today by coming to you in person. As soon as I see you put this card in your wallet, I'll give you some space.
You glare at her.
What makes you think that I'll ever want to talk to you again?
Let's just say I'm feeling lucky.
And you'll leave?
She nods, and you take out your wallet and shove her stupid card between your credits. She smiles and walks off, maintaining eye contact until she reaches the stairs, where she waves and sings, ta-da, or ta-ta, before finally taking her eyes off you as she turns to go down the stairs. You watch her go inside a scuttle buggy and drive away. As soon as you see her buggy disappear around the corner, you scan your key at the entrance and rush inside your building, cracking your neck from checking behind your shoulder as you propel into the elevator and slam the button to your floor, hammering on the closed doors button like a spastic purr beast killing a squeak beast. Entering your hive feels like diving into a trench during military gunfire, and you finally breathe after you click the last lock in place on your door. You lean against the back of your door, the cool metal comforting to the back of your head as you catch your breath. As your pusher begins to settle down, so do your thoughts, changing from a flurry of, what the hell, what the hell, what the hell, to, okay, that was weird, you're fine, that was weird, you're fine. And you are fine. You're sitting on a floor, a flash drive full of illegally downloaded information in your pockets, a strange girl's contact information in your pocket, and you are totally fine. You stay there for a few minutes, listening for any footsteps, but hear nothing. No one is on your floor. No one is chasing you. You are safe. You are alone. Drones would have culled you by now if she actually had any evidence of you being a rebel. The perks of being cerulean, you actually need more than hearsay to get killed by the government. You also suspect that she would have used any hard proof that she had to get you to let her into your building. That means one of three things. 1. She is attempting to blackmail you for some unknown reason. 2. She is conducting the most bizarre show of quadrant courting you have ever seen. Or 3. She actually does just want something from you and has no idea about your political views. Or she knows about them and simply does not care, as long as she gets what she wants. You're honestly not sure at the moment which one you would prefer. You look up to your computer desk. Among the clutter on the top shelf is a clock you built, the days until the end of the sweep, the date of your ascension, ticking off. You have exactly 9 perigrees, 3 weeks, 5 days, 10 hours, 34 minutes, and 52 seconds. You think of Rubin threading his fingers through pepinas and how your hand is so cold and empty. Then you feel your palm husk vibrate in your hoodie pocket. Your misery is pushed to the back of your mind as you take it out and check your messages. You have one from Chitter. Jaded Obsteriac had started messaging snake bites.
Hey, you still know how to play drums?
Nice.
Yes. Nice.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that was a
Nice.
great one. I had a lot of fun
Very
with that.
good.